the style of play that the Maple Leafs will play this year and what we saw at the World Cup of the Team North America, will there be any similarities in terms of the speed and skill, because you're going to have so many young guys yourself?
Well, we hope so. I mean, the systems are the same. Mike's had a successful system for many years, instilled it here and then brought it over with him with Team Canada. So, we hope that that we're better, but the system doesn't change. It works, clearly, has for years, and we'll play the same system here.
What are you seeing from the young kids? I'm going to number 29, William Nylander. You can see a difference from one camp now to this, his third camp.
Yeah, there's lots of them, not just him, right? But what big thing I see is that year later, you know what I mean? They're bigger, they're stronger, more mature, and I think more confident and ready to make the team. I think you sense, that they're ready to make the hockey team. And that's what you want to see as a coach.
How about Mitch?
Same thing. I don't know how much he's put on, but he's just bigger and stronger, more mature. That's what I see.
Jim, what's the difference getting ready for a season like this now that most of the players have had a chance to play a year under Mike's system?
I think in the practices, there's less explanation required in the drills. The veteran players know what's expected. They know the system. Some were system drills, some were just work drills. They know what the expectations are. So I thought for me and DJ and the coaches, it was easier than last year where Mike had to set the tempo. I thought guys just picked up where we left off.
Looking at who the Leafs drafted this year and guys coming back, is the theme or at least trend 6'3" and above and work on that skating?
Well, we saw that. I mean, hey, you got to be able to skate. That's the biggest thing in the league. You see speed everywhere. The bigger guys, if they can skate, they're going to get a chance to play. So everybody wants big players that can skate, but they're not always available. So bottom line, no matter what size you are, you got to skate, you got to compete. That's what gets you in the league.
Following up on Rob's question there, like last year, you guys worked with a lot of the veterans, and I think maybe by design you kept some of the young players back just so that Mike can give a full season with them this year rather than try to bring both up. So is it good for the young kids that they'll get more of Mike's attention and your attention this year than they would have last year?
Well, you know what? I think just the best players are going to make the team. I think that's really the case. And so if you make the team, you're going to get attention. And that's what it comes down to. The players deserve to make the team. We'll make the team. And when they do, they'll get coached. I know that.
How much is Mike involved day to day with you now is with him involved there?
Well, we talk every day. He likes to know what's going on. Mike's, but he's got a pretty big job he's trying to take care of right now. But his always wants to know what's going on with the Maple Leafs. He talks to Lou, he talks to me, he talks to DJ. He just wants updates. He's just, and on the other side of it, he's been really encouraging to us all too. He wants us to come in here and have a good camp. He knows he's not here, but he's put a lot of trust in us.
So you give him a report after today, like you'll say this is what preparations were and how things went. Is that the way it'll work? Yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
How important is a player like Tyler Bozak when Connor Brown's on his wing for yet another camp and Kirby Reichel gets a chance to come into the organization? How can Tyler make players like that better?
Well, I thought Tyler, I noticed him, he's been great. He's been great. I just talked to him a little bit, set the tempo for practice. I thought he did it. I thought he worked extremely hard, dishing the puck on the power play. Saw him make some plays. So it's important. He's a veteran player. He's got lots of experience. He's scored points. Those guys look up to him. And yeah, I just thought he looked good. I just thought he looked really good. I was really impressed with Bozy this morning.
It was an interesting trade. What do you guys like about Kirby Reichel?
Well, I mean, he's a big guy, right? That always helps. He's a first-round draft pick. He's scored many goals in the OHL. He's a cycler. He goes hard to the net. He's that hard, heavy presence that we talk about, getting to the net, being heavy. So all those things can combine into a pretty good prospect. And get a guy like that playing at some point, if he can earn a spot on the team, those guys are hard to play against.
Mike's talked about it a little bit in Toronto, the whole Austin Matthews thing. Do you guys have fun just sort of sitting back and watching him and discussing him and saying,
Well, I mean, we watched him on the TV a little bit, but to be honest, we're not real focused on Austin right now because we've got, there's 79 guys here that we've got to focus on, and so he's not the #1 focus, that's for sure. We know how good he is. He'll get here sooner or later, and when he gets here, I'm sure there'll be lots to talk about when he's here.
Soshnikov, will he skate with contact before you're done here?
I'm not sure about that. No, I don't know the answer to that.